Bomboclat. Yeah, this is a good angle. This is the pilot episode. Serious, we got number one. Stayed up all night last night because right now, compared to other summers, my body's just confused. I shouldn't have recited this before, now my flow is all messed up. It's different this summer. I'm not working out like 10 hours a day. I'm not doing the usual things. And, because things are just different. And so now, my body's totally confused, and I just had to stay up to reset the clock. Took a little nap from like 7 to 9 p.m. and we just been up. So, to pass the time, in all of my first half of Gen Z wisdom, I played some Black Ops. The first one. The best one. The sequelitis got progressively worse and worse. You hate to see it. That bright blue car had some rims on it. Some big wheels. The summer cars are out. Love to see it. So, did some zombies, some Kino, pap some guns, be like, yes, this is what it was like. And easy map. And get the thunder gun without trying. Don't even pap it because I quit. I don't even die, I just quit because I'm bored. And then I actually went through basically the whole of the terminal. I had never done that before. I'm on PC, so with a mouse and keyboard, it's actually doable. Doing that stuff on Xbox with a controller. Way for real right now. I went through it, so I kind of figured out how to navigate it. So now I'm basically like a computer OG because I can use an old terminal. Hey, it's kind of like a virtual machine, technically. That's a funny thought. So I actually went through it, never did it before. That's another summer car. I hope the birds come through as well. I was doing this earlier. No phone, kind of no clothes either. Pause. I was wearing shorts. And I was like, oh man, I can just pull the trigger. I can just do this. I have time, right? Back to the terminal. Basically, it's got extra lore that might subvert expectations, and I'm thinking I'll just make a little video that has snippets showing everything. The big thing about it is that the writers really did their research. They were like, well, we can't do the World Wars because we just did that. Infinity War just did Modern Warfare. Alright, we'll do the Cold War. And not Block's Cold War, because that game was half-baked and bad. It's the OG stuff. And the writer... Yeah, Jeez, that tree is getting tall. Holy cow, it's been that long already. Speaking of that long already, I also want to talk about things that are several years old now. But I'll finish up the terminal first. Yeah, you can tell that the writers really did their research. Things like MJ-12, MK Ultra. MK Ultra just gets said out loud by Hudson in the second to last mission anyways. Yeah, should just make a little video about that terminal. No commentary, just like have timestamps as it goes along the bottom of the video. And then also, yeah, then played like the last 3 campaign missions because those are cool. Didn't find any intel, unfortunately. Not like I was trying that hard. The artistic aesthetic of that game is still one of a kind. They made They made like 7 more installments, or like 7 total installments. And I don't know what it is about sequels, but the sequelitis just made none of them like the original. I guess because when you go in the future, you don't have the Cold War anymore. So you have to start making things up, and it's not quite the same. Black Ops 2 is okay. It gets a pass. Those two were the golden era. Around there. From you said the golden era was COD 4 all the way to BO3? Around there? Anyways, enough of that. Except, right, played the missions, and then it naturally just puts you into 5. And it gave me JFK, so I was like, oh, okay. I'll entertain this for a bit. Failed to kill the Pentagon thief like twice. Right, okay, I quit. Didn't even die, I'm done. So, for the things that are getting old now, I see on my feed of media that's easy to consume and stimulating that Doom 2016 is, well, we're in the big 26. That's a decade old now. There's these big bassy sounds from far away, and they're scaring me. I feel like a little animal. What time are we at? No, not that long. We're in the big 26, and it's May-ish, so the Doom reboot is finally a little kid. It's a decade old. And since earlier this month, maybe the 6th, I think it was, Kentaro Miura he passed away 5 years ago, half a decade. To be, well, okay, he didn't die like super old, but yeah, to be so dedicated to your art that you don't even finish it in your lifetime is something. I don't know the details. I just hope that his vision can be finalized, so that we all know what it actually is. What is the ending? We don't know. At least the story's good before it ended. At least the story was great. All the way up until this point. I think there's a chapter or 2 I haven't read, because it's new. Yeah. I read the whole thing 3 years ago in the winter, because I just had that kind of free time now. Make a bowl of oats, put honey in it, microwaved oats, straight peasant gruel, but it was sweet, so it was tasty, with cinnamon. And I would just read it in the lamplight, on my laptop, not the actual books, because you can read it online for free. Don't click the ads, as per usual with those kinds of free sites. Everything's money. If something's free, it's because you're paying with something else. We all know this now, I hope. So I just read the whole thing in like, 2 months? Did I read all of Berserk back then? So, I mean, it's only so much bigger now. In like 2 months. I appreciated the panels, I swear. Actually, speaking of appreciating the panels, Miura's art was so excellent because of this one simple thing. When I would remember panels where he's swinging that big old sword, when I was sort of visualizing them again, thinking back to them, I remembered them as moving. They moved in my memory. Because that's how well illustrated it was, to demonstrate the motion. And the interesting thing about this is that it wasn't moving, obviously. the instant I was reading it or taking it in, admiring it. It wasn't moving then, and then I remember it, and it looks like I can see that it's moving when I remember it. So that's excellent. Really great. I can tell the new style is, I mean, yeah, they're continuing the story, but it's like it's a little different somehow. I don't know their technique, how they go about it. I don't know how it's different, but it is. I think I won't bother with reading every single release the day it comes out, and I'll just wait until, I don't know, by like, let's consult the date. Oh, in like 2033? 2033, maybe they'll be done. And then I'll just read all of them again. It'll be like half a month. Bazoke. It's been audible, I hope, but there are like a gazillion birds around, and there's way more now than before, previous years, probably because due to our squirrel patrons really doing their part, spilling grain from a feeder all over the back patio. And so there's just this huge, like, easy food source back there. But so that's attractive. But I see all these birds, and they're doing all their foraging, and they're not permanently on that food pile. As a matter of fact, it seems pretty empty most of the time. Or no, what birds do is that they go and they grab it and they fly away, and then they do their business there. But I was just out and about, and they're still foraging around naturally. And so we basically just got this big bird magnet in the background, in the back. And I guess for birds that are the same bird, like, they'll stick together as well, birds of a feather. And so that also helps the numbers, but now that they were here in the first place with the food. And I've seen so many new ones, and they're so colorful. We were getting cardinals and blue jays, and there were always robins previous years with the feeder, but now it's spilled all over on the concrete back there. That there's all sorts, these little birds. I don't know birds, but they're cool and they're little, and they're little birds. Some of them look like the inside of a mango. There's these little mango birds, or like a banana. They're literally banana mango colored, like little birds. Some other colorful little birds, and then some other more muted colored little gray birds as well. They're all really quaint. Maybe I get to sit up here. Coffee's almost done. Maybe I'll just have another. Actually, I already had a double earlier. When I was out here earlier, I was like, oh, I could totally just do this. I've been thinking about it. Just copying Mr. Long. Oh, well, I don't want to work hard. Not like my brain's going to work super great after having stayed up. Even though I had the little nap, it's still not the same. Although, I will have to get something done because it's the way it is. A little low. Maybe I'll just crop it out. Yeah, right. Speaking of the fauna, there's also plenty of other critters around, actual land creatures. There's been foxes before, and clearly there's none around right now because I just see rabbits and squirrels everywhere all the time. There's this like little fluffy bird feather that's hanging off of a little cobweb thing here, and I think it's a creature hanging off this pot here, and it's scaring me. Yeah, just plenty of little creatures. So nice. I'm like the Lorax, but for like just this plot and like not really anything else. And like how busy I may be, just maybe like not even anything this year. That's okay because we got next year. Actually, that one bit from Rocky likes to come up because it's still popular. There is no tomorrow. What's wrong with you, man? Hold on. Yeah, we're just straight up copying Elisha Long. But this is actually a kind of genre of video that just exists. It's the talk to a camera in a personal in a personal way. And he's been doing it forever, so his audience is well deserved. And other people have also done it. Some people catch on with their video titles. Yeah, I'm thinking you. Should I got more names? No, it doesn't really matter. Does it? Nah. So where's the stick and smoke? We'll get there. Can't do that now. Not now, but it's on the back burner. Not right here, not up here. In a different place. Because that's how I was conceptualizing it before. But with like that setup of going there, it would be more of a time sink than what I can do right now. Even though I'm sinking quite a bit of time right now. But that's okay. I'm enjoying it. This spot's really convenient though. Just right up front. So, to imitate is what? The highest form of flattery? I've just been copying people my whole life, so I guess I'm quite flattering. Of course, it's been only until recently that I actually learned how to actually be flattering with words instead of just being weird. Weird, antisocial. Yeah, talking to people's a skill, and it's like not inherent to being a human. It's like, if you don't have it, you just don't have it. It's the strangest thing. Yellow truck. Company truck. And a print on it. Yeah, so it's a skill, and if you don't have it, you just don't have it. Shame. Just I don't know, find a club or something and just like be around, and then you'll know how to talk to people. It's magic. It's magic. Oh! And you feel better by just being positive to other people. Who would have guessed? That's the easiest way to do it. Exploding knees. I hope the bugs leave me alone. The bugs are back. Oh, and I need a haircut. And I have a meeting. Oh, we're good. We're good. We have time. Yeah, pilot episode. man, how am I gonna balance? Nobody's even gonna watch this far. How am I gonna balance saying what I want here and copying bro word for word, bar for bar, copy his whole flow, in a way that's flattering, of course, while also maintaining this as just a public thing that I don't even have to try to hide at all. Hello, Robin. Yeah, how am I gonna do both of those at the same time? People, it's like a standard of organizations that, they, they background check you. You can make Instagram private. You just flip the switch and just not let anyone in. You just have your day ones. Or twos and threes, whatever. That's not a real phrase, but you know what I mean. But then, this isn't going on Instagram. This is on YouTube. And now that I've said that, it's not on YouTube right now, but now I have to put it there for it to match. And, well, this is actually not a problem at all. Copying his philosophy, this is not a problem at all, because I'm just going to do things my way. So I'll phrase it my way, and it won't be a problem. Alright, problem solved. I'm basically an engineer. It's either blazing hot, or it's cloudy and it's kind of cool and temperate. Most hot, cold summer ever. Except then when the sun is out, it's like kind of unbearable. You gotta turn the thermostat down. The real tip is to actually just have something like this playing while you're cooking. And I could not expect someone to really play this and be watching it like this and be taking notes. There's nothing of note here, but pilot episode of getting into this talk show. That's way too self-aware. You should just actually do it. This will get like one view, maybe. And then, oh geez, what else? Oh no, I had it. It's gone. I know it, but my brain is finite. Yes, your soul knows it, but your brain is finite. That's the big problem. Oh man, it's gone. And I'm under pressure. Aha, eureka. Yeah, I couldn't. It's best to just have something like this play while you're cooking. I was doing that earlier in the kitchen, and my laptop speakers for what's his face were just not actually loud enough over like the sound of like the frying and whatnot. So it was like kind of mid, but then I like kept watching it while eating, and it takes so long to cook stuff on a frying pan that's that style. So it was all right. But yeah, that's the recommendation. It's background noise. Except, how informational is it gonna get? Is it gonna stay philosophical? Will it become informational? Shall I mention my ideas of things that I wanted to write about? Wow, what elegant prose I'm going to write. But the coffee's out, so the game is up. But I will say that we got the retirement physique going. um, which means fat, but still got the delt striations with the right lighting, so it's okay. For me, it's kind of all or nothing. All or nothing in the sense that some regions have all of it and other regions have none of it. So the upper back, or actually the back as a whole, and the arms and below the knees, nothing. Literally no fat to speak of. And then naturally it's all abdomen, low front abdomen, love handles, and hips, thighs. So then some things are like permanently good looking, and then other things are not permanently bad, but then we've got this retirement physique going on, and then it's just like, but like the mass underneath is still there, so we're doing all right. Also still have to fix the knee explosion. Okay, well, let's listen out. Knee explosion. Shoulders are funny. Neck is still funny on the upper left side from box jumping, because I shrugged so damn hard when I was box jumping that shit tweaked. And everything else in my neck is tight too from trying too hard on overhead movements. And I guess I'll just throw in for extra credit, forearms have been tight, but that's just like how it's been forever, like this sort of way. Not a super big deal. What else? Hips are tight, that's number 6. Did I just... Ew. Hips are tight, front of hip tight. Side of hips are weak and unstable. Gotta fix that. Calves are powerful but can't run far. And they're tight. As a matter of fact, this whole last season of training I did made my whole posterior chain tight. Fuck all that. That's lame. Excuse me. So that's like 10 things, and I'm wearing flip-flops, but I don't really want to count on my toes, so. The question now is, do I just ignore all of it and continue to train really hard, or get this, do I actually just spend a month or 2 fixing it? Ooh, that's a tough choice. Maybe I'll fix it. Need some weights and resistance to stretch out some of the just ridiculous adhesions and tightness I've created. It's not the spinal erectors specifically. Oh, this will be number 11. It's not the spinal erectors specifically that are super tight on me, even though I think like soft tissue wise it's generally tight, the whole posterior chain. But it's like slightly to the side of that on the inside that like does like this, the side to side wiggle wobble, that those are immensely tight. Holy cow. And it makes breathing hard. That's the worst kind of tight. If you feel this, I sympathize with you. Trained too damn hard. Excuse me, that doesn't exist. Overtrained and under-recovered too darn hard. And now I can't even breathe. Oh, anterior, look, I was talking about posterior chain. Anterior line tight. I'll do like this good enough, like my sternum pops. Crazy. Because like something's releasing, and then naturally it just goes right back later, so I pop it again. It's this endless cycle. But yeah, maybe I should just, should just fix these problems here, and then I can continue training in my post-retirement era. Retirement. As if 8 years was very long, you know. Was not. Little fish man. Spent the first 2 years sucking. Spent the next 2 years sucking a little bit less. Spent the next 4 years being, well, still sucking less each time, but the improvement got less and less also each time. And then naturally the final year we close it out with becoming completely overtrained and under-recovered, like chronically. Nice. No, it's okay. I'll just fix it. That's the thing, is soft tissue is soft. It's pliable. Actually, bones reform too, but whatever, Wolf's Law, whatever. Yeah, I can just fix it. If you ever have some sort of tweak or stupid thing, don't worry, you can just fix it. Big deal. I guess closing thought. I mentioned this too. There is this dichotomy, and maybe it's false, I don't know, of being shredded is beautiful, and just eating whatever and having a lot of energy and just getting huge and jacked is what it is. It's also great. And it's summer, but I mean, if it's going to be cloudy like this, I might as well just keep getting bigger, right? Lame day. Better be better tomorrow. Just kidding. It's a beautiful Monday. Where was I going to go with this dichotomy? Just be shredded versus, I see someone through the brush, versus just don't even care at all and do whatever. Yeah, I'm talking about this because post-retirement, got that retirement chub, and it's just less easy to be shredded when you're not swimming like 5,000 yards day in and day out, or at bare minimum like 3,500. And then I do my own other stuff outside of that, trying to like go Baki mode, just like train a lot like a freak. And so I stopped doing all that. And I'm like, oh, why am I not shredded anymore? I'm not using 1 gazillion calories a day. Well, duh. Oh, it doesn't matter. Is the solution? Yes. There's one of those banana birds. It's just yellow. And it's little. It's like 3 of them. Nah, 4 of them. Robin could like fit in a line on my hand. Like medium-sized hand. Right. Keeping in touch with the philosophy, I'm just straight up copying. Yeah, it just actually doesn't matter. Nice. See, because the big thing about being shredded, or basically having some sort of physique you can appreciate, is that at the end of the day, this is some philosophy from another guy that I appreciate. Even at the end of the day, if everything freaking sucks, everything, you can look at yourself in the mirror at the end of the day and see something that you're proud of. It helps tremendously. It really does. So how strict should you be with it? Well, you should be reasonable with it. I think that's what not caring about it actually means. Because you can't, there's a certain point you just can't let it go. No, because the more you let it go now, the harder it'll be to reclaim later. And when the time frees up, I am going to reclaim it. Oh, there's a hare. Hello, bunny. He hears me. And he is frightened by my swag. He doesn't even know what he was looking at. Oh my god. Right, so it like sounds vain, but no, it's not, because it's physical proof, undeniable proof of real work and real effort and real dedication. Is it really vain and vapid? Probably only if you cheat to get it. No need to do that. You can just be natty, it's fine. Don't worry about this other stuff. You treat yourself well, you won't have it. Put it like that. So I think the game plan is that, well, if I have minimum... Alright, so knee's funny, can't even go crazy on legs. Not using 1 gazillion calories a day. So it's like a little... just kidding, barely. It's a small difference. We still got the gills, so it's okay, really. I think the game plan is fix my teeny tiny little stick arms, because they're gonna stay lit. This is a thought I had earlier as well. There was this little reel, and there was like these arms on a scale of like 1 to 5. 1 is pencil neck, 5 is like jacked and vascular and striated and horsed, race horsed. And so then it's like this street interview asking these lady participants, hey, what's the ideal arm? And first one says this number 3 because that's my man's arm. So like that's sweet. And then this other lady like stops herself from saying 5 and says 4. That's the high side. And says 4 because 5 is like, that's a big bird. I think that's an eagle actually. I think I saw it earlier, like a previous day. And she like stops herself from saying the top one because it's like too perfect or whatever. But like guys, listen. To get the arm pictured in that model thing or whatever, you need 1 piece of equipment. 1. Okay, you need 1 30-pound dumbbell to get that arm. You don't need 2. You only need 1. Because it's an arm. You can train 1 arm at a time. You could do alternating dumbbell curls. Or dumbbell whatevers. Where you alternate if you have to. But you don't have to. You train 1 arm. And you train the other. And that's the rest for the previous arm. And you just cycle it. You have all your curl variations. You have wrist curl variations. Triceps. Overhead. And overhead press. Shoulders. And it's 1 30-pounder. So the learning curve for something like anything lateral would be really steep. But that's okay. You can just cheat. You just cheat and do a lot of reps. And you'll make the muscle work anyways. Don't hurt yourself. So these standards of things that are like tough. It's like, well, geez, you can just do it and then you'll have it. I'm gonna have to save this for next time, but the gym is the biggest hole in the matrix that there is right now. To get started with it, it's the biggest hole that exists in the matrix because it's extremely common, prevalent, and it's easy to be exposed to, especially with all these grifters and weirdos on the internet, fit influencers or whatever. But then, everyone knows about the gym. And you do it yourself, and you realize you don't have to appeal to authority to figure things out. But let's just cut it off there. So anyways, the post-retirement physique plan is lean into the strengths and just forget about the weaknesses, because until I get a real schedule down, which I should after today, because we're resetting the schedule. and my body will know what's up and have a plan and be able to prepare for things. And then I can just like build some crazy arms and it'll be cool. Forget about the other stuff. Oh, and like fix all my problems maybe, or not. I just have a penchant for overtraining because it's so fun. It's so fun to just keep working hard instead of ever actually recovering. Alright, so here it comes again. Quite a big wingspan. Hard to see the color, but the beak might have been yellow, so yeah, I think that is an eagle. It's around here. Oh, the coffee's running through. It's sitting in the bladder. Ouch. Getting nice and dehydrated. Yeah. Pilot episode. Cheers. Take care.